everyone, and welcome back to Marble League Online Season 7. This will be our first season with circuit races, and this will be a first look at who our racers will be this season. We'll be in 4 heats. To decide who the winner of this circuit season is, 6 teams will be racing in the first heat. The top 3 will advance to the final round, and the top 3 in the next 6 in the second heat will go to the final round as well. And while round 3 will be a race to decide who 7th through 6th place is, let's get into our first race. And they're off. It's all grouped up in the beginning. It's like Sauce gets a nice lead out in the front right in the beginning. Right ahead, the Baker's Dozen and the Risky Biscuits going into corner 2. Everyone gets out nicely. 2 groups of 3 right now. Sauce in the lead, coming down from the pillars, but looks like Colorolo hits that tunnel and takes the lead away from Sauce. Both of them go on that outside lane, which is the slower lane here. Looks like only Moonbeam will take the faster lane, and on this first lap, we're going to watch the entire rise from the bottom to the top of the track to show you how long it is. It does take about 16 seconds to get from the bottom back to the top of the track, but after this, we're going to edit that part out of every single lap from this point forward. We'd like you to take a look at it right now. On the left side, it does go up faster than the right side, so if you hit the left side, you will catch up and possibly pass the people on the right side, depending on your position. Now, starting off on lap 2, Colorolo currently still has the lead with Sauce and Risky Biscuits right behind. Colorolo comes through, gives some room for Sauce to catch up. Looks like Moonbeam might be right back up there with them. They pass Sauce. Sauce comes around the corner. Risky Biscuits runs right into Sauce, but Moonbeam had first for just a minute, but they got stuck on corner 2, couldn't get out of it. Everyone's grouped back up. Colorolo jumped down all the way to 4th after taking first before that last lap, but they hit the tunnel again and take first again over Moonbeam. Moonbeam will hold second, Risky Biscuits in third. Coming down through, it looks like Gruesome Twosome and Baker's Dozen in the back duking it out, but the Gruesome Twosome take the fast lane and will definitely hold that lead over the Baker's Dozen. Let's see if we can't get a good exit into lap 3. Colorado might be able to maintain this lead right now, but it is Moonbeam. Colorado jumps all the way back to 3rd, allowing Sauce to get into 2nd place. Top 3 will advance into the final round. Right now, Moonbeam has it, about Sauce and Colorado right behind. Can they maintain? Gruesome Twosome and Baker's Dozen way far behind. Looks like the Baker's Dozen gets stuck to a complete stop on corner 3. They will be a full lap behind now if they get going in the next lap if someone knocks them loose. Gruesome Twosome hit the tunnel at the same time just before that, getting ahead of Sauce, going from 5th to 1st place just before the 4th lap. In the lap 4 on the bottom right of your screen, you can see the Baker's Dozen stuck down there on corner 3. The Gruesome Twosome will probably dislodge them, maybe even slow them down a bit, giving room for Sauce to catch up and the Colorados. Moonbeam and Risky Biscuits in the back trying to duke it out to catch back up to get one of those top 3 spots and advance to the finals. Both of them back there fighting it out into corner 2. Right now, Gruesome Twosome and Baker's Dozen are duking it out in the front. Baker's Dozen is in last place. They are a full lap behind. It looks like they're messing with the Gruesome Twosome just out of spite. Colorado able to get ahead of Sauce, but Sauce takes that slow lane. He might be able to catch up. He definitely is going to pass the Colorado. Might be able to catch up to the Gruesome Twosome. Moonbeam as well will probably take the lead by the time they get to the top of the track over Moonbeam. Right now going in, Sauce does. He takes the lead just over Gruesome Twosome, and Baker's Dozen is holding him back. It looks like he's fighting him still. He can't win the race, but he's definitely messing with him a lot, and he loses a lot of ground and probably won't be able to catch up to the Sauce. Team Sauce coming in at that final lap. Looks like they're coming down. They will probably take the 1st place position in this first race. Baker's Dozen racing for fun at this point. Gruesome Twosome will take 2nd. Colorado just needs to maintain right here, get 3rd, and they will advance to the finals. After this, looks like Baker's Dozen, Risky Biscuits, and Moonbeam will be regulated to the bottom 6 over in round 3, and here's our final results. Sauce won his first race. Gruesome Twosome and Colorado came 2nd and 3rd, and they will advance. And in our next race, it will be McDonald Farms, Finding Nemo, Phoenix, Turbo Speed, Monstars, and the Sunflowers. 3 of our rookies are in this race, 4 of them actually. Let's get into it. See if almost everyone will be a rookie now. This is a circuit race, first time for all these racers. Getting into it, sticking together pretty well. Sunflower is able to get ahead, but they get pushed back in corner 2. Almost everybody passes them. Phoenix out in last right now. Turbo Speed taken first. Can anybody hit the tunnel? Looks like the Sunflowers hit that tunnel, making up for that bad rep in corner 2, and they get a big lead. McDonald Farms jumps into 2nd. Turbo Speed in 3rd. McDonald Farms hitting that fast lane. They will definitely hold on to that 2nd position. Monstars coming in as well. They will probably be able to pass the Turbo Speed and Finding Nemo by the time they get to the top. And they do. McDonald Farms still hold first. Monstars is able to get up into second place. Sunflowers right in third. Beginning of lap 2, Phoenix way in the back. Can Turbo Speed catch back up? Phoenix is trying to catch up to him, as well as the Finding Nemo. Can Monstars and Sunflowers maintain that second, third? McDonald Farms has a dominant lead right now. I don't think anybody will be able to catch up to them unless they make some big mistakes. Monstars takes that slow lane next to Sunflowers. I think the Monstars will definitely be able to take over that spot above the Sunflowers by the time they get to the top of it. Phoenix as well as Finding Nemo also take the fast lane. They might be able to catch up to Sunflowers by the time they get back to the top of the track. McDonald Farms with that dominant lead already out of corner 2 and going towards corner 3 before anyone else even gets off the ramp. Monstars, Finding Nemo catches up to, as well as Monstars, over Sunflower, but Phoenix is unable to do the same, still behind, waiting for that to come through. Right now coming in first, McDonald Farms still has that lead, but Monstars is there, and Turbo Speed comes out of nowhere to get ahead of the Monstars and take second place. Finding Nemo right behind Monstars, Sunflowers, almost everybody taking that fast lane. Looks like everybody's been learning from watching on the previous races. McDonald Farms will maintain first quite easily, getting out of corner 1 and corner 2. Coming up next, looks like Turbo Speed will hold on to second. Monstars, no, that's Finding Nemo, able to get ahead of the Monstars right there. Phoenix, Sunflowers, and Monstars all in the back. Phoenix trying to catch back up, maintain, and get into that top 3 spots to be able to advance to the finals. McDonald Farms definitely has a good spot here. Doesn't need to worry about it, nice and slow. Turbo Speed staying above Finding Nemo, but Finding Nemo takes it over Turbo Speed, and Turbo Speed gets stuck at the end of the track before going into the lift, which will let everyone else catch him up. It is a wild race now for the last top 3rd spot. Anybody's game can take it away from Turbo Speed. Finding Nemo actually takes over McDonald Farms. McDonald Farms slowed down a lot, getting room for Finding Nemo to catch up. Turbo Speed currently still in 3rd, with everyone else right behind them. Finding Nemo and McDonald Farms will definitely advance to the finals after that, taking 1st and 2nd spot. Who's going to take this 3rd spot? Turbo Speed definitely has a dominant lead right now. They just need to keep it up going into it, and they do. Turbo Speed will finish in 3rd and advance to the finals, while Sunflowers, Phoenix, and Monstars will be regulated to race for 7th through 6th place in round 3. Right now, Finding Nemo won that race, and the rest of them will be regulated to the end. Finding Nemo and Seam Sauce both won their first races. They'll be the favorites going into round 4. Maybe they'll take it home and go all the way. One of our rookies taking first. Great job for them. Now in round 3, Phoenix, Sunflowers, Risky Biscuits, Monstars, Baker's Dozen, and Moonbeam will race for 7th through 12th place to get some more points than the rest of the team below them. This is where everybody comes through. They have more experience on the track. But Phoenix, Sunflowers, and Monstars just raced. They might be a little tired. The stamina here is great. Let's see if they can do it. Phoenix is in first right now, able to get around corner 2 quite beautifully, as well as Risky Biscuits. Everyone else slowing down a bit much. Can anybody hit the tunnel this lap? It doesn't look like it. Phoenix will hold on to first for now. Everyone trying to catch back up. They take the outside lane. Risky Biscuits, Baker's Dozen taking a move right there over the Risky Biscuits, but they go to the outside lane. Risky Biscuits will take the fast lane and jump into first place before the end of lap 1. Phoenix will hold on to second place, most likely by the time we get to the top of this ramp and getting back down. Risky Biscuits, big lead. Set Monstars out, they take the lead. They take second place from Phoenix for just a second, but Phoenix takes it right back. Monstars has trouble getting out of corner 2. Baker's Dozen back in 4th, trying to catch back up. Moonbeam and Sunflowers way in the back. Risky Biscuits with a very nice lead right here, taking the fast lane with the lead. Will keep that lead very nice. Ooh, but Phoenix takes that slow lane, going to the right side, giving room for Monstars to possibly catch up. Baker's also taking the slow lane, as well as Moonbeam. Baker's Dozen will definitely not catch up to Monstars by the time they get to the top. They'll probably hold that position in 4th for now. Might need another lap or 2 to catch back up. Risky Biscuits will definitely hold on to that lead though. Coming in already. See if Phoenix can catch up. Risky Biscuits needs a nice drop. See if they can give room to Phoenix. Can Phoenix do anything about it though? Coming back out, Risky Biscuits definitely has a nice drop. Going to the outside lane, slowing down a bit. Might give a little bit of room for Phoenix, but Monstars get ahead of Phoenix. Right there, Monstars get right ahead of Phoenix. And when Phoenix comes in, going out of corner 2, slows down a bit, loses that gain a little bit more. Moonbeam. Also coming in from behind, Baker's Dozen went flying off at the top of the track when trying to re-enter and he will be regulated to 6th place in this race. We'll actually put him in 12th in the overall race at the end of the game. Sunflowers rolling in slow, still in 5th. Everyone else is on the conveyor belt going back up. Doesn't look like they have much of a hope to catch back up and stay and get a higher position for more points. Risky Biscuits still holding on to first up there with Monstars and Phoenix. Moonbeam has a chance, but only if everyone else messes up, and Moonbeam really needs to take a quick route here to be able to get any kind of momentum. Going into lap 4, Phoenix is able to get just ahead of the Risky Biscuits, with Monstars right behind. Going into corner 2, though, it looks like they all get stuck. For just a second, Monstars able to take first. Risky Biscuits and Phoenix duking it out for second and third. Coming into it, Risky Biscuits able to catch back up, all of them, into lap 4 here, coming down to the last corner before the end of this lap. Going into the last one, Monstars able to hit that fast lane. It's going to be really tough for Phoenix to catch back up here. Monstars will probably get neck and neck with Risky Biscuits by the time they go to the top. Moonbeam flies off the track just as I'm speaking about that. Now Moonbeam will be regulated to 11th, and Baker's Dozen will take 12th, and then our final lap. And it's going to be a nice race. We're in this last lap to see who's going to take it all the way home and take 7th place and get those 4 points for the end of race 1. Monstars still currently has the lead. Risky Biscuits trying to catch up. Monstars getting out of corner 2 quite nicely, as well as the Risky Biscuits. Phoenix down there in 3rd place, not getting out of corner 2 so nicely. Right now Monstars still in the lead. Risky Biscuits trying to catch back up, and they might be able to if Monstars slowed down enough. They're chasing right after them. Looks like the Risky Biscuits able to get into the corner, push them backwards, take it at lead, and get into 1st place in this race. We'll give them 7th overall, which gets them 4 points. Phoenix will take 3rd. Sunflowers will take 4th. Let's take a look at the points they get this time. What an ending to that last corner on that race. Risky Biscuits taking over the Monstars to get the extra point and take 7th place overall. Monstars will get 3, Phoenix will get 2, and 10th, 11th, and 12th will only receive 1 point. Let's take a look at who's going to race in our final race for the top 6 positions. Starting with Sauce and Finding Nemo, both of them won their heats in their races. Gruesome Twosome, Turbo Speed, Colorolo, and McDonald Farms will also be racing for it. Let's see who takes the win in these next 5 laps. And they're off. Good grouping together, really spread out. Looks like McDonald Farms had the lead for a minute, but Colorolo takes over. Turbo Speed and Finding Nemo go in there, pushing them back. Sauce is out in last right now. Colorolo having a good lead. See if they can maintain it going into this last drop before they get to the technical straightaway. Gruesome Twosome able to take the lead away from the McDonald Farms in 2nd. Colorolo jumps all the way back to 5th place. Gruesome Twosome taking that slow lane though. Most everyone is, but Turbo Speed and Sauce will take the fast lane. Probably be able to pass everyone by the time they get to the top with how bunched up the whole group still is. Let's see if Gruesome Twosome can maintain that top spot and take 1st place this race. Turbo Speed. No, that's Turbo Speed out in the lead, able to pass Gruesome Twosome. Sauce trying to catch back up to Gruesome Twosome. He's right behind. No one on his back. Finding Nemo trying to catch up to him, but he's got a good distance on him. Can anybody hit this tunnel to catch up to the Gruesome Twosome and Turbo Speed? Looks like Colorolo went flying off the track right there down at the bottom, and they'll be done. They'll be out this race. They will be finishing in 6th position. Gruesome Twosome takes the outside lane, but Sauce takes the inside lane. He will be able to catch up, definitely pass Turbo Speed, and most likely be able to pass Gruesome Twosome by the time they get back to the top of the track. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Can Sauce get a good layout here? He does. Looks like, no, that's the Turbo Speed. No, it is Team Sauce going out in the lead. Gruesome Twosome still able to hold on to 2nd, though. Turbo Speed trying to catch up. No, it's Finding Nemo. They run into each other. It's a big scramble around corner 2. Gruesome Twosome drops to 4th place. Sauce now has a nice lead up in 1st, while everyone else fights it out for the back. Big lead by Sauce. He just needs to be maintained here. Maybe take the slow lane if he can, but he doesn't. Takes the slow lane. See if anyone takes the fast lane. Finding Nemo takes the fast lane. Will probably be able to pass Gruesome Twosome and Turbo Speed by the time they get to the top. Maybe even getting close to Team Sauce. McDonald Farms also got stuck in corner 2 just now on the lap 3. Corner 2, you'll be able to see McDonald Farms come out and see if Sauce or Gruesome Twosome, maybe Finding Nemo hits him. No, it looks like Sauce goes around McDonald Farms. McDonald Farms is now a full lap behind. Gruesome Twosome knocks him out of place and actually blocked Finding Nemo for just a second, giving Sauce an even bigger lead than he already had. He does take the slow lane this time and does give a chance for Gruesome Twosome to take the fast lane if he can, and he does. McDonald Farms falling in behind. He's getting beat up just like he did with the Baker's Dozen. It's like McDonald Farms and Baker's Dozen just don't want the Gruesome Twosome to win. Going up in it though, they might be able to get a little catch up on Sauce since he did take the slow lane. Now this will be our final lap. Sauce gets completely stuck though for a minute. You see that? McDonald Farms came out of nowhere to push him back out. Thankfully for that, Gruesome Twosome able to catch up right behind him. Turbo Speed out in third. Finding Nemo fighting with him as well. And going into it, does it look like, yeah, Turbo Speed hits the tunnel, gets ahead of Team Sauce right at the last second, taking first place. Sauce goes down to second. Gruesome Twosome will take third. Finding Nemo will take fourth. McDonald Farms in fifth, and Colorolo in sixth. What an amazing finish to the first race of Season 7. Here's our top spots, and here's all the points given this race. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'd like to give a shout out to Marble Genius, who sent us a bunch of free parts so we could finish this race. I would also like to give a shout out to Team Baker's Dozen for providing the instrumentals to parts of our backgrounds for this race. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in race 2. Good night.